Alright, team, we're here with something new today. Well, new relatively. It's the deluxe edition, which is kind of like a remake with some new stuff of an older game called the Stanley Parable. The deluxe edition just came out. I've never played this before. I've heard good things, and I've kind of seen like a little advertisement of what it's about, and it looks amazing. It looks like my type of game. Anyway, we're gonna just jump in there, and this is kind of gonna be my blind playthrough. Just figured I'd record it and see how we do. This game looks super interesting storyline wise, so let's get started. I love how they did this. You can see the whatever you're selecting, you can see it on the little computer there. But let's get into it. The end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Damn.
Although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
As long as you're happy doing it.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Alright, so basic controls here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So we're just following what the narrator says. Doesn't look like there's a
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That's what happens when I go to the right. There's two options here, okay. Alright, so for the first time, let's follow the narrator.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute. Let it ball up inside you, resent coworkers. Oh, man. Calm and productive work environment. This is amazing so far. What do people want? Things. Money. More money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things and monies. We have our new product. Oh, this is clever so far. I like this. Oh, you can go in the broom closet?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Can I pick anything up?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Are you sure, though? I could take stuff. I want the duct tape.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the room.
right.
Wasn't even doing anything.
All right, we get
Just
it.
if
We
there
get
was
it.
something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Ouch,
As it
harsh.
is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh my god. All right,
Coming to a
savage.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. So we had the doors. We could go downstairs there. We have two different other paths we could take. What is this? Executive bathroom. Oh my god. Extreme bathrooms, Time Magazine. Okay. No one's here. The beige pages.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so
Okay.
the boss had assigned it an extra secret
Am I supposed to find the number?
2845.
Okay.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Of course.
Yet incredibly, by simply pressing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
This is a clever game.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh. Okay. What's going on back here? Press a button. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Where are we?
Stanley walked straight
Whoa.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Or I could escape. Alright. Let's see what's over here. Is that a button? That's a
The
button.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
That's
Did
pretty
he
creepy.
have the strength to find out?
Another button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
We were what, 437 or 427? We must have been 427, I think. Yeah, there's our cubicle. Wow. Fired. Okay. So this is like that Jim Carrey thing, the Truman Show.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was
Looks
this the
like it.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
That's
His
right.
own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
It's deep.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I'm on board with that. What's the 5 button do? Awaiting input. Did I break it?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
That's the question.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer
Wow.
would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
What happened to his coworkers, though? Beat the game. And we're back at the start. So now we're replaying, because we beat the
All of his
game.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So now we need to
Stanley
choose
decided to go to
what
the meeting room.
we want
Perhaps
to
he had simply
do.
missed a memo.
Which offshoot do we want to take now? So we saw a couple different options. There was the escape route, which I'm a little interested in.
When
We
Stanley
could take
came
the
to
right
set of
door.
two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to follow the left door again. I want to either take the escape or
Yet there was not
that
a
other
single
option.
person here either.
tips for not getting
Feeling a
fired.
wave
Don't
of
get fired.
disbelief, Stanley decided
Yeah.
to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
There's our broom closet again. You know what? This
Coming to
time...
the staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
No,
office.
I do want to go up. I want to go the escape route. I want to see where that leads.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk.
Oh, the
pulling
narrative
books off the
changes.
shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Yeah.
What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known that. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He
Amazing.
stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, this time we're running for that escape button. Or we could turn the mind control stuff on. That's another idea. We're gonna see. Probably gonna do 2 or 3 run-throughs in this video, but this is very interesting so far. I'd love to do another video on this if y'all like it. So give it a like, comment down below if you want to see the next
Stanley
part
walked
of
straight
this.
ahead through the large door that
Alright,
revealed mind control
this
facility.
time we're going against the narrator. We're going escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? I don't want to do that.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on
I'm not
track.
listening to you this time. I've seen the other way.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
That's right.
And willingly confront his death.
Yep. Did I actually just die? Nope. What is this? Where am I?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Oh my god.
He resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Wow.
Farewell, Stanley.
Is there a way to escape?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
This is crazy.
When every
Whoa.
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh my goodness. Filing cabinets. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for this tone of game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Will the game feature capybaras? Narrator emails. This is crazy. Do I just restart the game, or is there somewhere I go in here? This is just like a museum of the game? Oh, I guess I would go that way. Well, what's down here? Huh. Okay.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
You can turn the game off from inside the
Can
game.
you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two.
I'm back
You
here.
can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
So I should have quit out. So what happens now? Okay, I died. And I'm back in the office. Okay, that was an interesting ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Narrator,
Stanley
you
decided to
betrayed
go to
me
the
last
museum.
time. I don't
Perhaps
trust you
he had
anymore.
simply missed a memo.
Alright, so now I can either go to the staircase and go down, or I could go right here. You know what, I'm going against the narrator after that last one.
And Stanley knew it perfectly well.
That's right.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It
Yes.
had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It is beautiful. I think I'm going to turn down the sensitivity. Oh, nope. Did not mean to hit quit to menu. There we go. Mouse sensitivity. Let's go with that so we move around a little more fluid. That's not too bad.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
That's right.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I don't think so. I don't trust you after that last one, narrator.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
What's over here? Do not jump. Will cause death. Penalty for jumping, $5,000. Makes sense.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I don't know
realize
about that.
Investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Can I jump onto
Someone
that
you've
platform?
been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
After that last time, yeah, you tried to kill me.
Convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Do I keep fighting against him or go for it? Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Alright, fine. Let's do the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
I don't know if I want to go through that door. Okay.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I want to know what happened to the coworkers.
Here.
What is this?
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
This is intense. Can I leave?
No, wait. Where are you going?
Oh, that's
Right.
pretty cool.
Where were we?
Wow.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
How am I going to get hurt on these stairs?
Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Can I go through the door? Alright.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
I don't know about this narrator.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
That's so weird. I'm going back.
No, perhaps not. My God, is this really how much you dislike this game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Oh, I kind of feel bad for him.
Like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
This is a really sad ending. I just want to find out what happened to the coworkers.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Wow. I'm back. This is
Co-workers were gone. What
different.
could it mean? Stanley
What?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
They changed the beginning?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What other options do I have on the left? I went through the escape. I went through what the narrator says. I could go downstairs in the railing place, in the stairwell. Or I could go right and follow through with going through the blue door a bunch. Let's go through the blue door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
That's
to
true.
admire it.
I do like that employee lounge.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
It really is.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Oh, and we can go straight forward on this one as well.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is,
I'm going to do the
story
blue
has
door.
been about nothing but you all this time.
There's a lot of
There's
options in this
someone you've
game.
been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Tell me what happened to the coworkers.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm going blue. I'm going blue all the way.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You
Yep.
want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
Oh.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what.
I want a skill
Take
tree.
a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
That's a sketchy looking door. Kind of want to just go in this door again.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
The
Feel
door was
free to
kind
be
of sketchy.
honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Honestly, the door was super sketchy. Spend more time on the door. I'm going to give you a 1.
I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
A leaderboard. All right. Okay. Where am I on this leaderboard? The dead rat beat me. Not impressed by your leaderboard. I'm leaving.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Nope.
Again, honest answers, please.
Nope, you said
I'm never
dead
gonna
rat was better than
prototype
me.
of the new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't
Alright.
mind taking a look at it, would you?
Now let's check it out.
Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left.
What the heck?
Danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Oh,
So
yeah.
why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
What if I just let it go to the fire? What happens? I mean, honestly, the sound is so annoying that I might do that. How many times do you have to push the button before it says something? Alright, I'm letting the baby go.
You heartless bastard.
Oh my
Do
god.
it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
You're welcome.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating.
I'm in a completely different game?
Stanley, what's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
What the heck?
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's
Isn't this
check
like a
out
fire
and see
tower?
What else is out there?
How do I go down? Oh. Okay. Is this a game I can actually play? What is this?
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Oh, this is cool.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing. Wonderful.
Is this Rocket
This is
League?
exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around.
It even says
There's
Rocket
any
League.
possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Alright.
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Is that a challenge?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Sports
Stanley,
ball.
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley.
Sports
take
ball.
the ball, have fun.
Oh! Sports ball! Kinda wish I had a car right now. Oh wow, you can go pretty quick.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
This is pretty
it
fun.
Better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Yeah, I'd rate this a 3. Oh, I just
What are
fell.
you doing?
You can fall in the goal. Oh my goodness.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Is he gone? Where am I now? Is this the office? I want to go back to sports ball. Doesn't seem like I can click anything. I don't know what's going on here. Kind of missed the narrator. Oh,
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
yeah.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
Nope.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
Nah.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Wow. So I'm picking up that the narrator's my enemy in this game. Kind of what I'm seeing. We're back in the office. Alright. So we tried out several different ways. This game, I really like this game. This is
Stanley knew the
funny.
office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter
So
of
it changes every time. That's so cool. Alright, I think that's that is where we are gonna end it for this playthrough. This is actually a lot of fun. I'm definitely coming back to this. If you want to see more of this, please leave a comment or a like, because this is really fun. I'm excited to try this out some more. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Bye!